Okay, so this is Relax Team Central Jersey. We're a group of business professionals that support each other, not only through referrals, but helping to create content, helping to spread the word, helping to share social media events, and having live events. We're going to have a live event the 31st of August. That is Tuesday, the 31st of August in Bound Brook, New Jersey at Ray's Bistro. You can find more information about it at Relax Teams. Visitors are always welcome, not just to our live events, but to our Zoom meetings that happen live. And a portion of them are live streamed here every Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. Relaxteams.com is where you can find the information you need. And we have one business professional from each different area, and we currently have these positions available. It doesn't mean that you need to be in one of these positions, but these are positions that we don't have a dedicated team member currently. Once we have a dedicated team member, no one else from that role can be part of the team, but we can have visitors in those areas. With that said, moving on and getting to our team. So start with Relax Tax. My name is Dennis Harabin. And what we do is we help people retain more of what they earn. It is our passion to make sure that you retain more of what you earn. And obviously, we began focusing on tax, but as we dug deeper in the years of experience, in the 30 years I've been doing this, I've realized that tax isn't the only thing that affects personal financial wealth. The big issue is that when you use insurance and debt in individual buckets, but you're not actually letting them work together, they can either help you thrive, or they can you can barely survive, or you can thrive. And it's how well you use these tools together. Unfortunately, they're too often sold as individual pieces that conflict with each other and cause an issue. So we don't even need to do people's tax returns. We help you set up a plan. We have a playbook, and we teach you how to manage it yourself so that you use tax, insurance, and debt to literally retain more of what you earn. Because in the end, that's what matters. Next up, Paul.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. My name is Paul Tavlin from Digital Maestro. We are an online website agency helping small businesses make some money with their websites. And since we have a little bit of extra time, I just want to point something out, help everybody, give you a little bit of information, especially now that the world is opening up. Hopefully, we're not going to be closing down again, but we have our first networking meeting coming up. I just want to point out that when you go to a networking event, our group or even another group, and you start to collect cards from people, keep in mind that you can't just start blasting them with emails without permission, right? Just because you have their email address, and even if you know the person, you can't add them to your email autoresponder list and start spamming people. You need explicit permission. So when you take their card, and you're thinking about it, especially if you think they're a good fit, that's when you can ask them, just say, hey, is it okay if I add you to my list because I send out valuable information that I think you would enjoy? Legally and technically, there is something called the Can-Spam Act, which is, I shouldn't have said this, controlling the assault of non-solicited pornography and marketing act of like 2003. And basically they're putting pornography and marketing in the same thing because people are just kind of blasting it out. So just make sure you have permission from everybody. And if you need help, let me know. Paul Talbot from Digital Maestro, where we harmonize your online strategy. Thanks. Next up, Lisa.
Good morning. My name is Lisa Devoran, and I am passionate about helping others lose weight, regain their health, and really feel great. There's really no magic pill out there without significant side effects, but this plan is different. I lost my weight almost 3 years ago now, and the magic part of that is that it's been almost 3 years and none of that weight has come back on, unlike most diets. I know I've mentioned before, we spend over $70 billion a year as a nation on every year trying to lose weight. And that's because those diet plans don't work. This plan is simple. It just employs a couple of lifestyle basics. And if they're not simple, you're not going to continue to do them. And a couple of changes in how you eat. So if you know anyone that's struggling today or worried about the future, please reach out. I'd be happy and passionate to help them. Best way to reach me is stayhealthylivebetter.com. And next up is Candida.
everybody. My name is Camilo Rodriguez. I'm a financial advisor. And what I'm passionate about is help business owners and families bring their dreams and goals to life. By helping them develop a plan that align those dreams and goals and aspirations with their finances. We all have done some level of planning, credit card, mortgages, some will, but what we focus is bringing everything together and making sure that everything is straight where it should be. Our approach develops a personalized plan which focus on key activities that are designed to take you farther than you've ever been before, and to make sure that those necessary steps are reached to guarantee financial security, whether it comes from education planning, retirement. These days, it's more important than ever to have a plan, especially with the new changes and what's coming up in the years about to end. But our version of financial planning not only gives you the confidence that you need, that you're going to be ready, it also is designed to help you reach those goals for the days ahead. So my name is Camilo Rodriguez with Nichols.
And Candido, you broke up a little bit there, but Candido, askcandido.com, you'll find out everything you need to know. Next up, we have Desiree.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Desiree Halleck, and I'm the owner of Clarence Services, which is a marketing agency for startups and small businesses. And I teach my clients that you don't have to boil the ocean to have an effective marketing plan. You also don't need millions of dollars. So you can grow your business and increase your revenue by doing, short sprint campaigns. If they don't work, you pivot the ship and move on. If they do, you do more of that. We do anything from email marketing, lead nurturing campaigns, doodle videos, social media maintenance, content marketing, and even chief marketing officer services for the fraction of the cost of hiring a full-time person. And I just want to remind everyone, pick up your iPhone or whichever smartphone you have and just take a video of yourself. Just, somehow promote your business and create a video. They're so easy. iPhones today are amazing in terms of quality. If you need help editing them, we do that. There's a couple people on here that do that, but videos are very effective and they get a lot more engagement than just a regular text, piece of content. So make a video, everyone. Thank you.
Next up, Jonas.
Hey. Hi, I'm Jonas DeVita. I'm the owner of Access Commercial Door. We are a commercial door and hardware company located in Central Jersey. I think one of the things that really sets us apart is that we're really your partner, on any project. We're accessible, we're responsive, and we're knowledgeable. And we've got staff on hand that can, help you get out of any issue you've got going on in the door and hardware, situation. And, and I think that's a big part of the reason why we've had such great staying power with our current customers, and with the new folks that we're engaging with, they're really seeing the difference. And so, if you're looking for somebody who's a factory direct supplier, and you've had issues with a previous door and frame and hardware supplier, give us a call. It's Access Commercial Door. We're in Raritan, New Jersey. You can call me at 908-725-9530 or jdevita@accesslock.org. And we'd be happy to take a look at your project, provide you some pricing, and give you some guidance. Up next is George Pizzo.
Good morning. Caring Transitions, my company Caring Transitions is actually the nation's largest and frankly most respected provider for senior relocation and services and the resale of household items. While our services can apply to anybody who's selling their house and moving, we specialize in working with seniors because it is a particularly stressful, very emotional, and very difficult time for them. If you're young and healthy, moving is probably the most difficult job we are ever faced with. When you are upward in age and maybe not so healthy and a widow or a widower, it is particularly difficult. So we bring in a team, we help that homeowner sort through their items so that we can identify household items that can be sold. We run estate sales for that. We identify items that can be donated. to a worthy cause and items that are eventually going to be disposed of. And we handle all of those services. So Caring Transitions for all of your relocation services and estate sale. Next up is Rochelle.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Rochelle De Crescenzo. I'm a physical therapist, and my practice is the healing journey. I specialize in a type of treatment called myofascial release. And just quickly, in our bodies, we have a fascial system. Just like we have a muscular system, a skeletal system, a nervous system, we have a system called the fascial system. It's a three-dimensional connective tissue web that literally connects all of those other things, our muscles, our bones, our blood vessels, and provides support and support to those things and allows us to move. And when we have restrictions in our fascial system, it can cause pain and different types of dysfunction that don't allow us to do the things that we want to do. So when I work with my patients, I really try to get to the root cause of what is causing them their symptoms. We look at the whole body, mind, and spirit, not just at the symptom in isolation, which is very important, because the symptom is just the tip of the iceberg. So I want to give everyone a tip today on just a way that you can start getting into the fascial system on your own. So when we stretch, most people hold stretches for 5, 10, 30 seconds if you're lucky. But to really get a fascial stretch and an effective stretch, we have to hold our stretches for at least 3 to 5 minutes. I know that probably seems like an eternity, but that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, and you'll really start to see more flexibility and more pliability in your system. So what you could spend all day stretching, obviously, but we don't have time for that. So best thing to do is when you wake up in the morning, you do that morning stretch, and it's very organic. You just move and stretch wherever feels good. So my tip is do that very organic stretch. Where do you feel tight? Where do you feel like you might need some extra movement? And then spend that time stretching the 3 to 5 minutes in those areas. You're not stretching your whole body, but if you stretch up and over and you're like, oh, I'm really tight on my side, well, now can you find a position where you can stretch and hold that for 3 to 5 minutes and really open up that area? You can find more information about myofascial release and about my practice at the Healing Journey mfrpt.com. Thank you. Up next is Tracey.
Good morning, everybody. Tracey Spiaggia with Slingshot Health Coaching. I'm a functional nutrition and lifestyle practitioner, Amen Clinic brain health specialist, and national board certified health and wellness coach. I work with individuals and families who are struggling with myriad chronic and acute ailments that mainstream medicine has failed to provide them relief. But I do specialize and really find my sweet spot in supporting people with mental health challenges. Mental health struggles impact not just the person, but the entire family. So I try to come alongside the entire family unit, capitalizing off of the power of the love of one another to help that person begin to live a lifestyle that is brain supportive, gut healing, so that we resolve any root causes that may be driving the struggles that they're experiencing, all while prioritizing the power of family. You can find me at slingshothc.com. And up next, I'm sorry, I have my cheaters on, is Randy.
Yes, and Randy unfortunately did have to jump here midway through the call because he is so busy at M&T Bank helping clients with their needs and delivering loans and things that they need. So up next, Jeannie is not available here today. We're going to experiment by letting Jake share his own screen for his time. Go ahead, Jake.
All right, let's try some things out here. Technology, isn't it great? All right, so share. All right, so I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit about my website. I am Jake Miola, Jake of all trades. So I just wanted to share a little bit about what you can find on the website. A lot of people are like, oh, well, it's just you. Like, what's that exciting? So there are a lot of things that I do. These are just kind of the the outer shell of all of these different businesses that I own and operate. So you can see it's kind of variety from artwork to karaoke to insurance to networking groups. As you can see, we even have relaxed teams here on the bottom so we can see about ourselves. If you're looking to do some things around town, events page, there's always something going on. There's actually an in-person networking in Morristown tonight. And as you can see, there are tons and tons of events that I am a part of. We're going all the way through December here. So if you are looking for something to do, definitely check out the page. If you're looking to find out more about me and the businesses that I do, definitely check it out. If you're looking to get your own event posted on the events page, just give me a shout. We can talk through that. See, hopefully you can get a couple more people to your event. But I would love to schedule one-on-ones with everybody just to get more of a deep dive into what everybody does, learn a little bit more about each other, because as you can see, there's way too much here to go through in a minute and a half. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, but I just wanted to share a little bit with you guys. Hopefully you can check out the page. Lots of cool stuff on there. And that's me.
All right. Next up, Tim is not available here today, unfortunately, but Tim is the individual who created the videos on our homepage. Excellent Emmy-winning videographer. Tim likes to say he will shoot anything except weddings and porn. Next up, Chris.
Good morning, Dennis. Thank you. Chris Nichols. I'm a financial advisor with Stonehill Financial. And really our focus is helping individuals, families, and households and small businesses with various financial planning strategies. Oftentimes they're doing very well, but they do have concerns about how things are tracking. Some of the things we help with would be certainly retirement planning, retirement income strategies, college savings, wealth accumulation, variety of different things. More recently, the focus has been on estate planning, really with an emphasis on managing or strategies for tax minimization. We do see a rising tax environment in the coming years. We are fiduciaries and also independent, so we are helping our clients certainly in their best interest. We also help households and individuals with various insurance protection strategies, such as life insurance, long-term care, and disability. Again, Chris Nichols, Comprehensive Financial Planning with Stonehill Financial. And next up is Robert.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Robert Bura. I'm a public adjuster. I'm a public advocate. My job is to educate and teach people about the truth about property insurance. Would you want to know if your insurance company owed you money? Well, most people who have property have issues and have no idea how their insurance works. They're afraid that their insurance will go up for one claim, when in fact they may be entitled to as many as 3 claims every 5 years. And most people, 90% of people, have gaps in their insurance policy. Like the picture behind me, where these people came to me after the tree fell on their house, and they did not know that they had a 3%, a $16,000 deductible for wind damage. I will sit down with you. And by the way, I am a free service. Everything I do is free. You never put your hands on your money. I will teach you and educate you. I will sit down and look at your policy and make recommendations for suggested changes to avoid those fiscal gaps. And if you do have damage, I will get you on average 300 to 600% larger settlements than the insurance company, because 65% of calls to the insurance companies result in denied claims. You could call your insurance company for anything other than making a change to your policy, and your insurance company will actually consider that what's called a non-payout claim. I'm licensed and bonded by the states that I work in. I am licensed in multiple states around the country. I'd love to help you out. Robert Bura, public adjuster. Next up is, I'm sorry, I was going to do it. Next up is Chris.
Hey, everybody. Chris Lipper from On the Bus Sales Training, Coaching, and Consulting. And I have had the privilege of working with entrepreneurs, understanding entrepreneurs, and being an entrepreneur most of my life. And it is a true pleasure and a gift. And if you know somebody who would like to be a better owner, would like to sell better, have better places to network and sell, that's a good introduction to me. We have a community for business owners. It features a monthly meeting where we put owners together and they share challenges and opportunities with each other, same group every month. And it's a facilitated meeting, and they grow very nicely. They grow like wildflowers, I like to say. They get one-to-one coaching as well. We do have sales training a couple times a month. We have events like social media, where we get together and support each other on different platforms, lunch and learns. and a networking event on Thursdays called Bang, Virtual Area Networking Group, every Thursday at 9 a.m. You're all welcome to come. But the biggest and best thing we do is our virtual trade shows. And our next one is on September 22nd and 24th. I just put the information in the chat. We're splitting it over 2 days. We found that one day just isn't enough. And we're going to go from 1 to 5 on the 22nd and 10 to 2 on the 24th. And if you know somebody who's interested in reaching small business owners, that's somebody who should attend. There's no charge, possibly exhibit. There is a charge. And if you're an exhibitor, you can be a presenter. Some logical people that we'd like to see exhibit, if you know anyone like this, would be Canadian-based companies who no longer can get here, right? They don't have access to the US. Or Indian-based companies with wonderful technologies, and they could do very well with this audience. So if you know owners of Canadian or Indian companies, I'd love to meet with them. Best way to introduce me is by email, chris@onthebus.biz. And that's enough from me. Thank you. And up next is, the slide keeps changing. It looks like Anthony.
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Anthony Guzman. I'm a risk consultant with USI Insurance Services. And what we do is we help small businesses with capital efficient insurance. Over the next 6 months to a year, we're seeing commercial insurance are beginning to rise. The rates are going up. And the reason for this is the wildfires in California and also the Surfside incident is driving the cost of insurance. It has a domino effect across all the insurance. So what we do at USI is we go in, we help businesses mitigate their risk factors. We do this by customizing insurance policies and insurance plans based upon your critical risk factors. And how we get that is using analytical data, but also understanding your business. Every business have a unique challenge. Every business is dealing with things from the back end side. So what we like to do is we like to not only work with the business as their partners, but we like to actually help businesses with their bottom line. So we do this by offering a wide range of insurance products, from general liability to professional liability, property, and also E&O and cyber. Cyber being such a big hot topic over the last year. Especially with the Colonial Pipeline incident, we do have a standalone product that's very unique in the industry. It's called PrivaSafe. We work with a couple of carriers, Chubb and Travelers, to customize a very unique product. We believe it's the best product in the market when it comes to cyber. So if you know any business owners that are starting to mature or starting to scale up, have them sit down with me. We would love to talk with them. Anthony Guzman with USI Insurance Services. Next up is Jonathan.
All right. Good morning, everyone. We want to talk about work-life balance. Look no further than Business Owner Browser. So what Business Owner Browser does is it takes your current business and your processes and it automates them and brings them to the browser, the cloud. So you run a business, you have a set of people, processes, tools, and technology. A lot of those have room to be optimized. And what Business Owner Browser does is we look at your current business, we look at how you do things, what technologies we use, and we look for ways to maximize the use of all of them. And if there's no opportunity to use them, we offer the Google Workspace, which brings a lot of that functionality to your business. So at the heart of Business Owner Browser, it's to put more control and time back into every business owner because we take the hard things and we automate them. We make them easier to handle. We make them more fun to do. So basically what we'll do is we'll come into your business. We'll learn how you do things. We'll recommend some options. We'll show you some of the art of the possible, some really cool things out there that not everyone is aware of. And we help transition your business to the browser. So when we're talking about work-life balance, look no further than Business Owner Browser. And next up is Matt.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Matt Sacco from Project Scholarship, and I'm a student ambassador. And Project Scholarship is a nonprofit 501c company that helps move students from classroom to career with little to less debt. So basically, there's two sides of Project Scholarship. there's a student side and the employer side, and they will come together through Project Scholarship. So from a student's perspective, it's a no-brainer to join Project Scholarship because college tuition is only going through the roof and increasing through the years. and and there's no better chance to lower that cost by joining Project Scholarship by completing projects for micro scholarships. And also you can tell your unique story and the public can show their support to you by contributing to your profile, which directly goes to your tuition. And for the employer side, for small businesses or entrepreneurs, there's also going to be hiring risks with hiring a new assistant or hiring an intern, because basically you're going off the resume in their interview. You're not sure what they're made of. So what Project Scholarship does is you can put a project or an assignment for a Project Scholarship for hiring purposes to show your support to students. And it's like a precursor to an internship or a job opportunity. So they will submit you the results, and based on the results, you can bring them to the next step, which is internship, hiring them, or you just say, "Oh, this is not a good candidate for my employer." So I'm Matt Sacco. I'm a student ambassador for Project Scholarship, and if you know any student or you're a student who wants to join, you're more than welcome to. And we have multiple roles to also get you involved with Project Scholarships. Next up is Alana.
All right, I don't believe Alana is here today. She's with Center Cut Pilates. She just opened her new space in Main Street in Clinton, New Jersey, but I believe she still does her virtual sessions as well. Next up, Hurley. Hurley is not available today. Hurley helps businesses, is more than just a bookkeeper and accountant. He helps businesses to grow. Danelle, were you here today? I don't know if I saw her. I did not see her today. Alexis, I know, is not here today, but I know Erin is. Erin, you're up.
Yes, I am. Hi, everyone. My name is Erin Myers. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams out of Morristown. And one of the things that I do is I help people find their next home. You know, I work with sellers, I work with buyers and renters. If you know anybody that is looking to make a move, even 6 months from now, next year, you know, they want to hit the spring market next year. Now is the time to start those plans. You know, you want to get your photography done in the months where you have the sun and the lawn and everything looking gorgeous, not when everything is snow covered. You want to start planning on what you want to get your house ready to hit the market, all of those things. And one of the things that I do with my clients is full spectrum consulting and negotiating on my client's behalf. You know, it's never an easy process. When you're planning a move like this, it's stressful. But with somebody knowledgeable at your side, it can be a lot less stressful. And like Caitlin said, mortgage rates are still low, which is great. We're seeing the market slow down a little bit. Prices aren't going to start to plummet or anything like that. But houses aren't selling in a weekend the way they used to. Most of them aren't, at least. So we're seeing things slow down a little bit. If you're thinking about maybe jumping into the market or buying for the first time or listing your house, anything like that, and just want to talk it over and see what your options are, maybe take a look at a few listings, let me know. I'd be happy to help anytime. Erin Myers, Keller Williams. Thanks all.
All right. And next up, we have Vipin.
Thanks, Dennis. Hi, everyone. This is Vipin Singh. I'm representing Murphy Business Sales as a business broker. We provide business sales, buyer search, business valuation services to business owners or people looking to enter the business world, either through a business purchase or a franchise purchase. We also help with machinery and equipment appraisal services. And we are a North America network of about 100 offices, about 200 agents and brokers. And I think it was Chris who mentioned something about the tax rates going up. So just wanted to mention that there is a lot of discussion around long-term capital gains taxes going up. And one of the views is that anyone making over $1 million in capital gains will end up paying a lot more in capital gains taxes. So that is something that business owners should be planning for and keeping in mind and talking to advisors to make sure that if they are looking to sell their business, transition to a new business owner, they might want to structure it appropriately and have a discussion around how to do that in the right way. So looking forward to getting to know this group soon. This is my second meeting, so great being on this group, and hopefully I'll join the Raise Bistro event. And thanks for this time. I will pass it on to our guests for today.
Next up, we have Caitlin.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Caitlin Shalla. I'm with Guaranteed Rate, residential mortgage broker. Again, just wanted to say thank you so much for letting me hop into your event. We are licensed in all 50 states, as I did state earlier. Rates are really low. And as Erin said, the market is trying to kind of slow down a bit. They're not flying off the market anymore. There's a little bit more of inventory back on, and rates are still really low. So if you do know anybody interested in purchasing or refinancing, now is really still a great time. Even if you refinance, during the pandemic, there still could be a different situation. Maybe you need some cash out now to do some renovations, or trying to consolidate debt. Please just don't hesitate to reach out. I'd love to have a conversation to see if, a refinance or cash out is in your best interest for your needs. So again, thanks so much for being here. Caitlin Shalla, Guaranteed Rate Residential Mortgage Lender.
All right, thank you so much. And finally, before we go, just wanted to make sure everyone remembers August 31st. That's a Tuesday from 5 to 8, Raise Bistro, Bound Brook, New Jersey. Look forward to seeing the entire team or meeting additional people. Bring guests. Everyone is welcome. All right.